What if I told you that you already have everything inside you to be great? That the only thing between you and success is how you see yourself. The world will believe in you only as much as you believe in yourself. Act like you are already the best. Walk into every room like you belong there. Speak with the confidence of someone who has already won. Train your mind to truly believe that no one is above you, not because you think you're perfect or know everything, but because you won't allow doubt to stop you. Because you understand that success isn't just for a lucky few, it's claimed by those who make the choice to believe they deserve it. Desire is where it all begins. Every great achievement starts with a deep desire, not just a passing wish or a light dream, but an intense obsession with your goal. The people who succeed in life don't just want it, they feel like they can't live without it. That desire becomes the fuel that drives them through every failure, every setback, and every tough moment. Take a moment to think about the great people in history, those who changed the world with sheer determination and an unstoppable will. Thomas Edison failed more than 1,000 times before he finally invented the light bulb. Did he just hope for success? No. He was completely focused on making his vision come true. He believed his success was guaranteed, no matter how many times he failed. So ask yourself, what do you really want? Not what others expect from you. Not what feels safe or practical. What truly excites your spirit? What goal keeps you awake at night? What would you chase after even if it meant failing 1,000 times? That's your true desire. That's the fire that will drive you when the path gets rough. Once you've found that goal, write it down. Put it on paper. Make it something you can see. Studies show that writing down your goals can greatly increase your chances of reaching them. Why? Because it turns your thoughts into something solid, a target you can aim for. When you write something down, it becomes real. It becomes a promise to yourself. Then, visualize it every day. Picture it clearly in your mind. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools of achievement. Top athletes, business leaders, and successful people everywhere use it to prepare their minds for success. If you can picture yourself reaching your goal, if you can feel the moment like it's already happened, your brain will start working to make it real. You'll build a force that's hard to stop. But visualizing alone isn't enough. You also have to act like your success is guaranteed. Too many people spend time dreaming and never doing. They wait for the right time, the perfect situation, or some promise of success. But the truth is, success goes to those who take action, those who take chances, those who step forward, even when there's no clear path, even when they're unsure. Success isn't about being lucky. It's about being consistent. It's about showing up every single day, doing the work, and not quitting, even when it gets hard, even when you don't feel like it, even when people say it can't be done. Because here's the secret. The moment you decide that failure is not an option, things begin to move in your favor. The universe starts shifting to meet your decision. You'll attract the right people, the right chances, and the right situations. You'll build the strength to keep going no matter what. And more importantly, you'll grow into the kind of person who truly deserves the success you're chasing. So decide today. No more waiting, no more excuses. Turn that desire into a mission. Write it down. Picture it. Feel it. And take massive action. Because those who succeed don't just wish for it. They go after it like nothing else matters. They don't stop until they make it real. Now, let's talk about faith. Believing in yourself when no one else does. Whatever your mind can imagine and truly believe, it can achieve. Success isn't just about effort. It's also about building a deep belief that you will succeed. That belief is the base of all great accomplishments. When everything seems against you, When people doubt you, your belief is what keeps you moving forward. Without belief, obstacles seem impossible. But with belief, even the biggest challenges become something you can handle. Faith isn't some vague feeling, it's a daily decision. Every day, you have to choose to believe in yourself. Even after failing. Even when you feel uncertain. Even when your mind fills with fear. It's easy to believe when things go well. But true belief is tested when nothing goes your way. That's when you must stand tall and say to yourself, I can do this. I am enough. I will succeed. The most successful people in history knew this. Henry Ford didn't change the auto industry because he had all the tools. He had belief in his ideas. Oprah Winfrey faced rejection and hard times, but she kept going because she refused to believe she would fail. These people didn't let the world decide their worth. They showed the world their belief, and the world had no choice but to respond. Your mind is powerful. It can move you toward greatness or drag you down into fear. Your thoughts shape everything. If you think you'll fail, you'll start making choices that bring failure. But if you truly believe that success is coming, that belief will show in how you act, and the world will respond to that. This isn't about pretending or being blindly hopeful. It's about matching your beliefs and actions with your goals. It's about creating a rock-solid belief that success is not maybe, but when. Teach your mind to expect good things. When you do, doors will open where others see walls. Answers will appear where others see confusion. Still, belief alone won't take you all the way. You have to move. You have to take big steps toward your dream. You have to keep going, even when the results aren't instant. The path to success is full of bumps, failures, and rejections. But those who don't stop, who keep believing in themselves, are the ones who make it in the end. Think for a second. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? How would you act? What risks would you take? How would you carry yourself in everyday life? Start acting like that person now. Eventually, your reality will catch up. Winners don't wait for approval. They create their own confidence and show the world they are ready. The truth is, no one will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. No one will back your dream if you don't invest in it first. If you doubt yourself, others will sense it. But if you move with certainty, with strong belief, you'll attract people and chances like a magnet. In the end, success is something you create through belief. It's not for just the lucky few. It's for anyone who decides to believe in themselves, even when no one else does. The world doesn't decide your future. You do. So every morning, choose to believe. Choose to act like you've already won. And soon, the world will follow. Now let's talk about programming your mind for success. People like John D. Rockefeller, Andrew Carnegie, and Henry Ford all knew one major truth. Your thoughts create your life. Every invention, every great idea, every empire started as a thought before it became real. What you believe about yourself and your future shapes every move you make. Think of your mind like a powerful machine, constantly running the thoughts you put into it. If you load it with fear and doubt, that's the direction your life will go. But if you feed it belief, purpose, and drive, your life will change in incredible ways. Every day, take charge of this mental programming. The world is full of noise, doubt, and distractions. People will tell you what you can't do. But you must choose what ideas take hold in your mind. You must be the one to teach your brain to expect success. How do you do that? Speak strong, positive words. Picture yourself winning. Teach your mind to expect good things. Start your day with intention. Stand tall. Look in the mirror and remind yourself of your power. They take bold risks, they bring new ideas, and they outwork everyone around them. So ask yourself, what would the strongest version of you do today? How would the most successful version of you think, behave, and carry themselves? Start living like that now. Not tomorrow, not when everything feels right, but now. Repetition is the secret. The more you affirm, picture, and act in alignment with success, the more normal it feels. It shifts from being just a habit to becoming who you are. And when success becomes part of your identity, nothing can hold you back. The world will try to mold you. Society will try to put limits on what you can do. But don't forget, you control your mind, and your mind shapes your world. Your most powerful tool is your thinking. Train it, shape it, and unlock its full strength. Wake up every day and tell yourself, I am the best. I am unstoppable. Because once you truly believe that, the world will begin to believe it too. Don't just gather general knowledge. Go deeper. General knowledge alone isn't enough. It's focused, specific knowledge that builds real success. The world doesn't reward people who know a little bit about everything. It rewards those who become experts in one thing. The top performers, the brightest minds, the wealthiest individuals, they all have one thing in common. They rule a certain area of skill or knowledge. Hard work alone won't take you to the top. There are millions of people who work hard every single day but stay stuck in average lives. Why? Because they lack deep knowledge in something that makes them stand out. The line between average and outstanding is mastery. The best people in the world don't just work hard. They build skills that are sharp, precise, and powerful. They develop an edge that most don't have. So ask yourself, what skill or knowledge must you become an expert in? What ability will set you apart from everyone else? That one question can separate you from the crowd. If you want to rise to the top in your field, you must hold knowledge that others simply don't. You must build an understanding so strong and so focused that it makes you impossible to replace. This kind of mastery demands relentless learning. You must dive into your subject. You have to read, study, and learn from the very best. Find mentors, break down what they do, and copy the systems that work. Read books that stretch your thinking. Watch leaders in your field and see exactly what makes them effective. Don't settle for surface-level knowledge. Go deep. Learn the fine points. Study the small details. Today, information is everywhere. But just taking in content isn't enough. You have to take action. Knowledge without action is wasted energy. So many people read books or attend events, but never use what they learn. Real power from knowledge comes only when you use it. Try it in the real world. Make mistakes. Tweak your strategy. Adjust and improve. Keep moving forward until what you've learned turns into skill. And keep refining that skill until it becomes mastery. And once you reach that level of mastery, your value grows fast. The world pays a premium for people who are experts. Businesses, clients, and customers don't look for someone who knows a little. They want someone who knows a lot about their problem. The more valuable your knowledge, the more doors open for you. The more refined your talent, the harder it is for anyone to replace you. But here's a powerful truth. Mastery never stays still. It's a moving target. You can't stop growing. The second you believe you've learned it all is the same moment you begin to fall behind. The world is always changing. New tools come, new ideas grow, new skills become necessary. If you want to stay ahead, you have to keep evolving. The greatest performers are always learning. So choose right now. Choose to chase mastery. Pick a field, a skill, or an area that fits your vision. Go deep into it. Study all you can. Absorb knowledge like a sponge. And more than anything else, put what you learn into action. Let your results speak for you. Let your discipline and your daily habits put you ahead of the rest. General knowledge keeps you average. Focused knowledge makes you powerful. Be the person who knows things others don't. Be the one who has mastered the craft others have barely started. And you'll see the world open up to you in ways you never imagined. Success belongs to the bold. Studies of thousands of people who didn't achieve their goals have found a repeating pattern. One of the biggest reasons for failure is hesitation. It's the fear of making decisions. It's the habit of overthinking and always waiting for the perfect time. That kind of delay silently kills dreams. Opportunities pass not because people can't handle them, but because they take too long to move. Every second spent doubting or waiting is a second that's gone forever. The most successful people don't fall into that trap. They make decisions quickly and confidently. They trust their own judgment. They trust that even if they don't know everything now, they'll figure it out as they go. They don't need constant reassurance or endless advice. They decide, they act, and if something doesn't work, they shift. Look at history's top leaders, creators, and builders. They didn't sit around waiting for someone to tell them it was okay to chase their dream. They didn't waste time imagining every possible problem. They acted. They moved forward even when the path wasn't clear. Henry Ford changed the world of cars because he made bold choices. The key difference between success and failure often comes down to one thing. Did you take action, or did you wait? The world doesn't reward hesitation. It rewards movement. Top performers in any area don't wait around questioning every move. They decide. They go all in. And they figure things out as they go. The truth is, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have every answer lined up before you begin. What you need is the courage to start. Most people think they need more knowledge, more clarity, or more time. But that's a lie. Real clarity comes when you start moving. When you make decisions, you build better instincts. When you take risks, you learn how to deal with the unknown. Successful people understand that even making the wrong choice is better than standing still. Why? Because every choice teaches you something. Every step gives you experience. Every mistake helps you grow. Failure isn't the enemy. Being stuck is. The real danger is not choosing anything at all. Think about how many times you waited too long to choose, and lost out. Think of the chances that slipped away because of hesitation. Now imagine where you'd be if you simply chose to move ahead with full confidence. How much further would you be? It's time to stop holding back. It's time to bet on yourself. Act like the best version of you, because the best don't freeze up. They make bold moves. They learn from the outcome. They grow. They don't wait for the perfect moment. They create it. So stop delaying. Stop doubting. Whatever your dream or your goal is, go for it. Fully. The people who change the world are the ones who commit and follow through. Be that person, and watch how everything begins to shift in your favor. Refuse to give up. Big success never happens without setbacks. The road to your goals is filled with tough moments. It's filled with failure, rejection, and resistance. That's all part of the process. All the greats went through it. Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, they were hit with failures that would have crushed most people. But they didn't stop. They kept going. That's what made them great. Failure isn't the finish line. It's a lesson. It's a stepping stone. Edison failed thousands of times before the light bulb worked. Ford lost everything more than once before transforming the car industry. Walt Disney was told he had no imagination. But none of that stopped them. They knew the truth. As long as you keep going, you haven't failed. A powerful story comes from the 1930s, during the Great Depression. Millions of people lost jobs, homes, and hope. It was a painful time. But even in that darkness, something amazing happened. The ones who didn't quit, the ones who adapted and pushed forward, became the next generation of millionaires. That crisis didn't just destroy, it also built. And it built strong, focused, unstoppable people who were ready when the economy turned around. They understood something that you must understand. Pain is temporary. Struggles pass. But if you quit, that's forever. Quitting makes sure you never reach your full potential. But if you hold on, if you keep going, the reward is massive. Life will test you. It will knock you down. But every time you rise, you become stronger. You only have two options when you fall: stay down or get back up with more power. The world will always reward the ones who rise. The strongest mindset you can have is one that refuses to quit. If you knew without any doubt that you would succeed, how would you behave? Would you pause? Would you question yourself? Or would you move ahead with unstoppable belief? The answer is obvious. When you truly trust in your own success, you begin to operate on a different level. You start making braver choices, taking wiser chances, and staying committed even when challenges appear. Your future is being shaped by the thoughts you allow to grow in your mind today. Will you let fear and doubt take root? Or will you take charge and plant the seeds of belief, drive, and achievement? The decision is yours. Starting now, choose to be intentional with your thinking. Speak as if success is already on its way. Behave like your goals are already yours. Train your mind to expect good things, and you'll begin to see your life shift to match that belief. Think about the power of firm action. During the 1930s, the world was in a state of crisis. The Great Depression had damaged economies, shut down businesses, and left millions of people struggling just to survive. Fear and confusion had taken over, and most people were afraid to act. But history tells us something important. The people who took bold action, whether in business, innovation, or investment, were the ones who came out ahead. In hard times, most people freeze. They wait. They hesitate. They hope for better conditions before they do anything. But those who waited in the 1930s, those who allowed fear to guide them, ended up with nothing. They missed their chance, too scared to take the steps needed to change their lives. Meanwhile, a rare group, the bold ones, the brave ones, the doers, saw the struggle as a chance. They moved forward with belief. They took chances, and they ended up building wealth while others stayed stuck in fear. Look at the innovators, the business minds, and the investors from that time. While most stood still, visionaries like Henry Ford, John D. Rockefeller, and Andrew Carnegie kept pushing ahead. They knew a key truth about success: life rewards the bold. People who wait for everything to be just right often get left behind. But those who take action, even in uncertain times, are the ones who rise. The same truth holds now. Success doesn't come to those who hesitate. It comes to those who make big moves, take massive steps, and don't let fear make their choices. Life doesn't reward people who do nothing. It rewards people who step forward with trust in themselves. So what does this mean for you? It means waiting isn't a plan. If you really want to create success, you must act as if it already belongs to you. You must move with belief. You must make choices quickly, adjust if needed, and never allow doubt to freeze you. Most people don't fail because they aren't skilled. They fail because they don't have the courage to act. They overthink. They question themselves. And by doing that, they miss their moment. Winners know that no opportunity is ever perfect. There will always be some level of risk. There will always be unknowns. But real success is claimed by those who move forward even when things are unclear. Look at the top performers, business leaders, and champions today. They don't freeze. They make strong decisions. They invest in their own growth. They trust their gut. And because of that, they find chances where others see problems. They act like success is certain, and their actions reflect that belief. So ask yourself, are you waiting for the perfect time? Are you letting fear keep you stuck? Or are you ready to rise, take a leap, and go after what belongs to you? If you want to succeed, bold action must become your habit. Stop waiting. Stop delaying. Train yourself to keep moving forward, even when things feel uncertain. Success is built from the way you think. That mindset gets stronger every time you act. Behave like you cannot fail. Move like success is already promised. Because when you do, your actions begin to line up with your thoughts. The world bends for those who refuse to wait. Be one of them. Take bold steps. Make brave moves. And watch how the doors of opportunity start to open just for you. Fear is the biggest enemy of success. It freezes people. It kills belief. And it keeps people stuck in average lives. In times of trouble, like during the Great Depression, fear destroyed more dreams than failure ever did. It wasn't just the economy that ruined lives. It was the fear that stopped people from adapting, from pushing forward, from taking action when they needed to most. Fear is a natural instinct. It's hardwired into us to keep us safe. But in today's world, fear isn't just about survival. It's become a mental wall that blocks people from doing something great. Fear of failing. Fear of being judged. Fear of being told no. These are not real dangers, yet they can crush ambition, ruin confidence, and keep someone from ever reaching their potential. But successful people, those who truly rise, learn to use fear. They don't let it stop them. They see it for what it is. They understand that fear means they are stepping into growth, into something that matters, something that has the power to shift their lives. Instead of stepping back, they take fear as a sign to step forward. Think about it. Every major success story includes moments of fear. Business owners risking everything to chase an idea. Athletes performing under pressure. Leaders making choices that could change everything. They all feel fear, but they take action anyway. They know that bravery doesn't mean not feeling fear. It means moving forward despite feeling it. So ask yourself, what are you afraid of? Failing? Being judged? Getting rejected? Good. That means you're heading in the right direction. The things that scare us most are often the very things that can change our lives. Fear is a sign that you're stepping into something larger than you. And that's exactly where you need to be. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking they need to feel brave before they act. They wait to feel ready. But that moment never truly comes. Confidence grows through action. The only way to quiet fear is to face the thing you're scared of. As soon as you take the first step, fear begins to lose power. And the more you face it, the less control it has over you. The difference between people who win and those who don't is simple. The winners do the thing they fear. They don't let delay or doubt hold them back. They know that discomfort is part of the journey. That progress always involves risk. Every time they feel fear, they remind themselves that fear lies. It tells stories that aren't true. It creates false pictures of failure. But the only real failure is to give in and do nothing. History repeats this truth. During the Great Depression, many gave up, letting fear rule them. But the ones who moved forward, who adapted, who dared to take a chance, those were the people who built wealth and success. Fear made the majority stand still. But the few who took action were rewarded. The same rule still applies. This world belongs to people who move despite their fear. The people who don't let fear rule them are the ones who go far. They accept the unknown. They keep going even when the result isn't promised. And because of that, they win. So, what about you? Will you allow fear to define your future? Or will you turn it into power? You have the choice. Feel fear, but act anyway, because everything you truly want is waiting just beyond that fear. Only the ones who keep pushing get to reach it. The world won't believe in you until you start believing in yourself. Act like you're the best. Walk with confidence. Speak with certainty. Work like a champion. And in time, the world won't be able to ignore your presence. Success isn't about being lucky. It's about choosing to go all in. Today, make that choice. Will you wait and hope? Or will you decide to grow and win? The power is in your hands. Believe you're the best. Act like it. And go out and earn your success.